Lights flash bright and glow, Cyber City skyline low. Lost in shadows where we roam, here we rock in Squirrel Zone. Neon lights flash bright and glow, Cyber City skyline low. Lost in shadows where we roam, here we rock in Squirrel Zone. Duck and alley blips and clicks, metal paws and cyber kicks. Lost in wires mesh and twist, Squirrel Zone won't beam as we rock out in Squirrel Night. See bright in blinding light, future's here, technology tight. Rockin' hard till morning light. Circuits zap the night alive, we survive the cyber hive. Outcast and electric vibe, in these streets we do or die. Digital heartbeats pounding hard, skies filled with electric stars. We ride fast in glitching cars, leave behind all city scars. Outlaws in this neon maze, humming with electric haze. For the future here we blaze, Squirrel Zone in cyberface. Technology tight, rockin' hard till morning light. Circuits out the night alive, we survive the cyber hive. Outcast in electric vibe, in these streets we do or die. Digital hunting's dying hard, skies filled with electric stars. We ride fast in glitching cars, leave behind all city scars. Outlaws in this neon maze, humming with electric haze. For the future here we blaze, Squirrel Zone in cyberface.
Let's get nuts.
Megabots, transform and roll out.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Well, that didn't work. Shit.
A quick impression of me falling down the stairs. What's up? Happy hump day and shit. What's going on? Look at all that stuff falling into the cup there. Yay! Yeah, what's up? What's happening? What's shaking? Other than me dealing with, albeit hump. I don't think we have a hump command. I mean, maybe we could put one in, but holy shit, V, calm down. Wow. Yeah, I got work. I got no word. Anywho, oh my God. What is up, all y'all? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, exactly. Right. What the hell? You said it's hump day. I mean, yeah. We still don't have a command for it, but yeah. Yeah, dirty little bugger. I mean, go figure it was you with the, yeah, you with the snooze button come ripping in. Happy hump day. Double clicking that mouse. Anyway. What's up? How y'all doing? What is shaking? Over here, let me see. I've been taking all of the phone calls and making all of the appointments, and yeah. I have one phone call to return that apparently I missed earlier this morning. Clicking all day. Now, is that Twitch the website, or is that Twitch from You know what? Never mind. It is cold. Yes, it is. Currently, right here, it is minus 23, feels like minus 35. So, yeah, I will agree with you. It is cold. It is unnecessarily cold. Like all of the gross. Switching from clicking all day, work is blah. Oh, okay, that's fair. That is fair. It sucks, but yeah, I get it. I'm not having fun. Well, I don't blame you. It doesn't sound like anything that's enjoyable. Yes. Okay, it is good. Let me see. Necessary amount of cold. No. No, I'm not. I'm here and I see you, so there is that. I apologize for that, but hey, how you doing? What's up? Let's see, over here, yeah, I've been doing a lot of writing. On news today, we're getting high speed. About as I can come visit you. Nice. I have not heard about that yet. I know they're talking about doing it here. Hey, Frag on YouTube, what's up? Hello. What's a shaking, my brother? It's enjoyable cold. I do not thrive in heat. I mean, that's fair. I don't agree with you, but that's okay. You're allowed to be wrong. I still love you. Yeah, I hear we are allegedly Toronto to Montreal corridor is just proposed right now. Yeah, we're allegedly getting from Calgary to Edmonton. But they've been talking about that for fucking near a decade. So I have no idea if or when that's ever going to happen. Same amount of hours. Are you sure? Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys can propose all you want, right? Once you put that shit into action, that's a different matter altogether. So, yeah, they've been proposing that here for as long as I can remember, at least the last decade. But I wouldn't have to drive. Yeah, there's that because other people, well, are just other people. Girl to Toronto. Huh. Keeping on. Your 6-year-old got her diagnosis. Nice. Nice, man. Congrats to your kiddo. Train from one side of Canada to the other. That would be some pricey shit. $5. Huh. It's about 42 hours from me, I think. Got high speed. Take the bus. Hey, why not? Go ahead and take the bus. Could be fun. Fast as fuck, boy. No, I don't know how long until they actually get it into play. Like again, it was something that yeah was proposed and has been proposed over and over here for ever in a goddamn day. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. That's how that goes. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm good with Sloan City. Only if the bus wants to. Hey. I mean, that's fair. Consent is a thing, right? I saw the movie Speed. Nah. Well, up here, right? Part of the reason for the decline of Greyhound buses up here was Do you happen to remember hearing about, how long ago was it? Like 15 years almost now, I think, where somebody literally lost their head? Walks into only if the boss wants to. See? See, we're all about consent. Yeah, that was one of the big declines to Greyhound buses. Yeah, yeah. 2003-ish. It was that far back. Wow. That was a long time ago.
Eat something yummy, motherfucker!
Crazy Fish Lady and the Birthday Wolfie. Hi, Sume. I see you. In 2009, I think. Roxy said 2003. So, I mean, regardless, it was a very long time ago. A very, very long time ago. It was so long ago that I don't think that taking the Greyhound was an option for me when I was going to college, because I was going to college in Edmonton. I won a couple of flights from the airport here, just local flights from the airport here to Edmonton International. And it was great because the flight took like half an hour, 45 minutes kind of thing, right? By the time you reached cruising altitude, you were starting to descend. It was pretty fantastic. They were awesome. Back in the day, way back in the day, yeah, they were. I agree. Figured about while I was working, graduated in 2008. Google says 2008. Okay. So yeah, and I started college in 2010 and graduated in 2011. So it was one of those high-speed things. I got a 2-year diploma in 6 months. Or a 2-year, yeah, diploma. I got to visit my sister, and she was living in Gordon. Best ride ever. My sister and I, this is how old we are. Once upon a time, used to take the bus by ourselves as like preteens. Yeah, yeah, that was the thing. Mind you, I also remember taking the train from here up to northern BC to go and visit my family, but we had my mother with me at the time. But I was, God, 10 years old, 8 years old, something like that. You guys remember that? Building an electric train model. I want pictures. You already gave me pictures once, I think. 80s kids could do anything, just be home by dark. Pretty much. Pretty much. I can't remember who I was telling. But yeah, by the time I was 12 years old, I was biking, and I mean like BMX style, from here to the next town over, which is a 20-ish minute drive, 15, 20 minutes. But I was biking there, right? It'd take a couple of hours. Street lights is curfew, yeah. Got hit with some sadness. I can't take a trip I wanted to because money. I was going to ride a train for the first time. Aw. Wooden trains, like a model. Remote controlled. Yeah, I want the pictures. Pictures, pictures. I want to see them. Yeah, I'm kind of a stereotype that way. I'm a TISM kid who loves the trains. But mind you, my grandfather had a wicked, wicked train set in his garage. Like a giant table, and it was all set up. I'm sure I told you guys about how I was pissed off that my cousin got most of the train set when my grandfather died. I was so fucking mad about that. So mad. Stream carpets. Did I get Streamlabs working? I do believe it's... Yeah, it'll pop right here. I just won't hear it because OBS is a dink. So, but I'll see the thingy in here, and I might see it here. Carpet was brick red. I think mine was pretty close to the cream color. Be home by dark. My mom was lucky if I was home before the 10 o'clock news. Nice, Frag. Nice. Yeah, that was pretty close for me too. I knew when I was in high school, junior high and high school, um, my mom said curfew and I said fuck off. So I was taller than her by grade 7, so I was like, nah. That led to many groundings that never stuck. I just left. So, mind you, my mother did always know where I was, so you know, it was pretty easy to tell where I went. I had a couple of friends that I was very dedicatedly hanging out with. Like when I was the early years of high school, I had a couple of friends. Or I had one friend who lived across the city, so I would bike all the way across the city, and like I would load up in my backpack like my Super Nintendo and shit, and we would go to his place and hook it up there and just sit and game and eat Lucky Charms and Pac-Man cereal all all weekend. Oh yes, that's right. I changed that. Yeah, since I don't have the coverage anymore, that's right. That's what the dono is for now. It's now to pay for my therapy. So if you're awesome and wanna sound not going through, hang on. No sound, huh? Okay, hang on. Property, blah blah. Properties. Not fucking showing. Go in the advance. Oh, I think I actually have to do that in other thing. I can hear you. Yeah, I was talking about the fire there. Huh. Not the main audio. Alerts. Camera. Trigger. Okay, so it is all by itself. Right now, yes, very much so. Yeah, obtuse bullshit system, very much. Like, and the main reason though is because I got the stream elements version of it because of an add-on that they included into theirs, which was the multi-streaming thing, right? So I got that because it allows you to like stream, you know, kind of like the other multi-streaming thing I had, but this one adds TikTok into the mix, right? Well, none of this shit fucking works, right? I tried it out last time, it didn't work, and it deleted all of the scenes that I had for the vertical setup anyway. That's why I'm just like, fuck this. I'm getting rid of this one. I'm going back to the other one, and I'll just multi-stream the other way. Because the reason I wanted this multi-stream is because it was supposedly a 2-click thing. That was it. You hit start streaming, and then a window pops up, and you don't have to go into YouTube and set up the little thing in the YouTube studio, which is what you had to do before, right? You had to, it was a giant fucking pain in the ass. But that's why I got this, was for ease of use. And it's not easier, and it's like wrecking all of the shit. So yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. Yeah, I'll be getting rid of this and going back to the other one. And I have no idea why the Streamloots is not working. More shit I have to fix tonight. Oh well. There will be. Well, actually, I'll add that to my to-do list for tonight. because Jasa does not have singing class tonight because she is on winter break or reading week. I guess it depends on which one you follow. All right, so main thing is going to be uninstall OBS or uninstall / reinstall. I'm going to go back to the other one because fuck the Stream Elements version. And also, I have something for the patrons that I need to upload and share with the patrons and Fourth Wall members. And you're kind of listening to it. So, there's that. Because in my absence, I have not just been writing, but of course, I have people allegedly reading my first draft of the psychological thriller that I wrote. And while I'm waiting for that, for the feedback on that, I kind of got into dabbling with a little more music stuff. So there's going to be that. So yeah, all of you patrons and members are going to get a very big sneak peek. There's no music? Really? Text audio, music audio. Holy shit, you're right. Hello there and welcome. My name is Tyler, but people know me by... as I push all of the buttons by accident. Yeah, what the fuck? I did this last time. I had to fucking fix this last time. In audio. Yeah, music. Browser audio, browser. What the fuck? These are all set up properly on this side. Two, there, blah, string device. Y is Z, Y, okay. Hard to remember the music outside the brain. Right? Okay, how about now? Anything? No? Apparently not. Oh boy. Yada yada. Fucking outputs. Hang on. Click. Close. Work. Seem to have. Gonna close it. Jesus Christ. See, this is what happens when you reinstall OBS. It just... well, now it's on browser. I don't know why it's on browser, but apparently that's where it's going to be right now, so sure. Or it's not. I fucking give up. Whatever. Anyway, I'm ignoring that now. At least we got music going. Take my fucking head. What was I saying before that? I don't recall. I'm just stunned as a browser right now. Whatever. Anyway, hey, if you're body doubling today, I apologize for being all over the place. I know some people like the body doubling and to do their dishes. Sorry if we could hear for a few seconds it went away. It's allegedly still there. Right? Yeah, it's just kind of quiet-ish. As it's supposed to be, I guess. I don't know, anyway. Yeah, it started, so, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, hey, at least it's there. Anyway. So again, I'm going to be uninstalling this one, reinstalling the other one, doing a lot of work on that. And I'm going to be putting up a post for all of you patrons, because there's a lot to share, I guess, on that front. Because I have been kind of busy in the background, or at least I've been trying to be, when my body doesn't hate me. You know. Because that's a thing. Also, happy, I started beta testing Neptune. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. They have a lot of work to do on that, though. Wow. I have to share with them my experience with the beta testing so far, and that is that it in the same way that you scroll on TikTok, the video that you're watching has the audio playing, as well as the next video has the audio playing. So that's something they got to fix. Yeah, Neptune, it's kind of like the end goal, I guess, is kind of like TikTok and Instagram Reels meets MySpace. Yeah, they have a lot of work to do. You know what? I'll show you, actually. Okay, yeah. So this is the profile page. Right? They don't have a whole lot to it just yet, but this is my profile page on there. And you can see down at the bottom, it's just got feed and does that glitch occasionally too? I hope they get something that's viable alternative. That's the idea. Now, the thing that I really, really appreciate about Neptune is that the CEO is an autistic lesbian and has absolutely no desire to go the route of the overpaid billionaire. That has been a very big thing that she has pushed for. So that's probably the biggest selling point to me. Now, as a Canadian, I'm kind of working out how they would be able to pay us. But Americans, of course, they have it easier. They're going to be able to monetize somewhat quickly-ish. On my other account, because I do have two accounts on Neptune, I've got one for my music, and what I'm going to do is, because they don't have currently an agreement with any of the big companies, you know how TikTok had that big bullshit with Universal Music and had to end up deleting all that stuff. They don't have an agreement in place just yet. So I talked to the CEO and I told her I'm just going to upload a shit ton of music on there, you know, in video form on my music account, and you guys whoever can use that as music for free if they want, right? Because all my music is free anyway. So I told her I was going to do that, and she's like, "That's awesome!" But of course, she's all worried about, like, you know, any copyright type of stuff, and I'm like, don't worry about it. I own the copyright, right? My distributor will not flag you. It's all good. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do for the app. I'm very excited about it. I have been excited about it for a while now because they, as Angie puts, hopefully they can be a viable alternative, right? And they don't, the admin team, the management team, whatever, the ownership, they don't have these grandiose, billionaire tech bro aspirations. They're independent creators, just like all of us, kind of thing, right? So here's hoping. I just have to. Actually, I'm going to put that on my notepad as well. I have to make mention to them. Talks to Ashley. Here we go. If I can spell her name right. So, yeah. Let me see. What else about me? I have made so many goddamn appointments in the last couple of days. Like yesterday, the wife asked me if I wanted to come and go. There we go. If I wanted to go for another float in the tank. And I was so overwhelmed yesterday. And it wasn't even that much, right? I got a call from the occupational therapist. The social worker was the day before. Another nurse. To set up appointments, I have to go and do a cognitive test. On the 6th of March, I have to do a tuberculosis skin test. Would you believe? I have to do a skin test to make sure that I have never had or am not carrying tuberculosis. Because the medication that they want to put me on, I call it the oil change. Because it is a 6-hour-long IV that I have to go for. Yeah. So I have to, it's called, I don't have the paper on me. Ocrevus? Ocrevus? Something like that. You know what? Let's look it up there. Let's all learn something together here. I'll put this window over here. Let's learn together, shall we? No, we don't need that. Yeah, it's my Twitch chat. Okay, so yeah, Ocrevus. Yeah, this stuff here. So yeah, 4-hour, 2-hour infusion. They call it an infusion. Yeah, I call it an oil change. But apparently you have to do it, 2 times a year. You have to go twice a year. That's a lot of ketchup. Alright, hang on here. Up. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna put this over here so that I can see what Frag is saying. Alright, click. There we go. Hey, what the hell? There we go, Frag. 6-hour IV. That's a lot of ketchup. Yeah, exactly. Right? I don't see content from people outside the US on TikTok much. Or I don't see anything. Yeah, see, whereas, it's funny you say that, Angie, because what I primarily see, Ocrevus. Sure, whichever it is. Ocrevus. Okay. But yeah, Angie, nowadays, my current For You feed is filled with the Commonwealth, primarily, as well as a shit ton of zero view or very, very low view Canadian creators, for the most part, other than some people I'm following, like Scotty K Fitness, like I'll get Dr. Leslie occasionally. I will get the random Katiosaurus, shit like that. But other than that, all I get is Commonwealth stuff. Primarily. But yeah, this is what I have to do twice a year. So I guess if I interpreted what she said right, and if anybody actually knows, feel free to correct me. But allegedly, this initially lowers your immune system. So I think that's why I have to go and get that skin test, is because they want to make sure that I'm not, susceptible to getting fucking tuberculosis, which part of me thinks is pretty funny, part of me does not. So there's that. But yeah, so that's what I have to do in a couple of months. Important to understand the possible risks, blah blah blah. Review the side effects. Wow, they are all in very bright yellow. Boop. Thank you. Sorry about the white. There we go. Very bright now. Possibly, what are the injection reactions? Itchy skin, rash, coughing, wheezing. Like, nothing that is super intense, but a lot of, itchy skin, rash, hives, tiredness. I was told that I have to make sure that I have a drive home. So if it's on a day that my wife is working and she can't make it, Juiced has offered that he would take me home. Yeah, headache, swelling, dizziness, shit like that, fatigue, right? So that's one of the things that I get to look forward to, is that. I have a, who do I have coming over? I've got the occupational therapist is coming over to my house on Monday, and she is going to assess if there's going to be other stuff that I need, such as grab bars here and there and stuff like that. Like, this is part of why, I have been kind of sparse in the Discord, is dealing with all of this. Like, this is my new reality, right? And it's definitely a thing to try and get used to. Yeah, it's a thing. Very much a thing. This back over here. There we go. Sounds overwhelming. It really is. That's like I was saying. I was feeling really overwhelmed yesterday because I had to make appointments to go in for the cognitive assessment, which is on the 6th. Part 1 of the skin test suppress killer B cells, which is cells that attack your normal body cells. So yeah, it's immunosuppression. Well, yeah, which is good, because the whole fucking disease is your immune system attacking the myelin coating on your nerves. So yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so. Right? It's kind of like killing a fly with a sledgehammer, if you put it that way. But yeah, part 1 of the skin test is on the 11th. Part 2 is on the 13th. I've got the occupational therapist coming over next Monday. I got a call from the physiotherapist this morning, and I missed, so I have to call them back. Yeah, it's a lot, and getting used to the idea that this is me now, right? It's on top of dealing with all of the autism shit for the past 2 years, trying to come to grips with that and still fighting with that, and then having this dropped on you as well. I was like, yeah, it's great, I know what it is, but having to do these, like, make these major changes, it's a lot. Treatment, barely some kind of therapy, somewhat weaken the immune system. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys saw the med update video I did last week or something, but the part of all of it that scares me the most is the cognitive decline, right? So when I go in for this cognition test, Of course, I barely see it, right? It's like watching your hair grow, right? In 6 months, you personally might notice a bit of a change, but day by day you see it every day, right? So it doesn't register to you. But my wife tells me that over the last year that it has gone down, and I have to take her at her word because, you know, I don't see it. I can't see it. But, you know, now that she has mentioned it, I can start seeing things that way. And that's the part that terrifies me the most, right? Because I have always considered myself to be a reasonably intelligent human being. And then to find out that, you know, your brain's going to basically stop working for you. You know, that's a motherfucker to try and come to grips with. And I think maybe that's why I started pushing for I call it the artistic bucket list, right? I always wanted to get a novel done, so I did the first draft of the one. Again, I'm waiting for those who are reading it to give me feedback on it so I can push with the second draft. Someone who works in public health, yeah, there you go. And it's getting good results. Patients staying stable longer. Sabine, shut the fuck up. Hey, get down. Sabine, get down. Bitch. Good treatment course. So I hear, right? But again, it's brand new and scary. And the idea of sitting there for 6 hours with a goddamn IV in, right? Not something I'm looking forward to. You know, I've had one before in my life that I can remember. And that was a few years back when, I can't remember what it was, like, what happened to me. But, when farty barks and, but I got really dehydrated, right? And I got terrible vertigo and I couldn't stand up and, like, I was throwing up everything. My wife had to take me to the hospital. Awesome to get a first draft done. Yeah, like, I can finally say for the first time in my life that I have a first draft of a novel, right? So, again, I've got, you know, those people who said they volunteered to read it. I'm just waiting on the feedback, hear from them, and then I'll move on to, you know, the second part and do the refinements I need to and shit like that. And then maybe I can get that out and, you know, self-publish that shit on a, you know, maybe I'll do it on Amazon or something like that. Amazon or something like that, right? So they'll just do a print by demand. Woo, thanks, Nomi. I'm still reading it, are you? The guy, the one about the person on the ship? Or are you reading the other one? Because that's the one that I finished. Was the one about the person who comes out of cryo sleep and has no idea who they are or how they got there, and they have to put all that together. And then things start fucking with them. Did you have the flu? It came in when you said about throwing them in your wife. I don't know if I had the flu. Like, this was... And... No, longer than that. This was about 12 years ago, actually, because, yeah, we were still living out of town, and Jasa was still, like, in a baby. Well, in the crib, right? IV, 0 stars, do not recommend if you only use. Yeah, like 12 years ago or something. So, yeah, very long time ago. Very long time. But, anywho, I see we have a self-care break coming up. Insert from one. No. I'm, aside from, you know, now being diagnosed with MS and talking about that, aside from that, I'm alright. But anyway, yeah, we got a self-care break coming up here, so let's do that. I want you guys to, of course, go and get yourself some water, snacks, stand up, stretch, go to the bathroom, take your meds if you forgot. I didn't. Yay. So yeah, that's right. That is exactly right. That's the one. Hopefully I won't be needing an IV. I hope that for you as well. All right, go grab yourself some water, a snack, what you need to do.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
That's the one. Back in a moment. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys got yourself your water or meds or snack or whatever you need to do. The laundry switch, got a Pepsi. Excellent. That'll work. That will do. And Defrag, I don't know if you can still hear me, but toodles, my friend. You stay awesome. Don't know if Galen is still hanging out, but hey, you stay awesome too. Not that you said you were going anywhere. Just stay awesome. All of you. Just stay awesome. I got some water. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Here's the part where I'm going to ask you guys, hey, what do you guys feel like chatting about? Because I just did the whole, you know, not the whole woe is me, but, you know, oh, this is what I got going on kind of thing. And aside from that, and, you know, again, waiting on feedback so I can play with another book. I have been playing with music. Stirred the chicken for dinner. Hey, very nice. Very nice. Ooh. Maybe I can do a chicken stir fry. No. Right then. Took the break to take care of our meds, giving the doggo his meds. Nice. How's Jace adjusting back at her homeschool? She seems to be actually doing very well. At least anytime I ask her about it. She has been... actually, the school is pretty fantastic for accommodating her in a lot of cases. She doesn't... you mean to ask? Yeah, she, for the most part, like, she's got one class in particular where the kids get really loud. So she's got her headphones, and she's got access to the sensory room and stuff like that. And, you know, they don't really seem to question her on it too much, not that I'm aware of. So, yeah, she's, you know, she came back with a good number of coping mechanisms and whatnot that she likes to use, and yeah, she seems to really be enjoying it. Not as much as the other school, but yeah, she seems to be doing really well with it. And now she's enjoying a week off, so now she's sitting at the table and playing on the laptop and playing on her phone and whatever else, whatever she wants to be doing. It's good to hear. Let her know I'm proud of her. She's doing what she needs and such. And we do let her know as well how proud of her we are. So there's that. We're giving her coping. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what the last 6 months have done, right? Is to help her with a lot of things like that. And so yeah. Listen, breaking all the existential dread in the last month has caused. Hard to believe it's only... I know, right? Fuck, I know. Actually, that's one thing that I am going to touch on. And it bugs me that I have to. Because on the other platforms, I am definitely a lot more vocal when it comes to a lot of the political stuff. I know that we say none of it here and whatnot. But, I mean, at this point... It's like it is now so prominent, you know. You guys have a health secretary that is going after fucking SSRIs, right? Like going after ADHD medication. No, I didn't hear that. Holy Christ. No, I haven't caught up on anything today. The most recent shit I caught up with was like last night before I went to bed, but yeah, anyway, on the other platforms, I am a lot more active that way politically. Because again, nowadays I feel like I kind of have to, especially with, you know, it really made it abundantly clear when I did the, you know, the video for my American friends, and I had so many people come in on that. Like that's at like just about 100,000 on Instagram. And then I did part 2 where I addressed a couple of people and just said, look, I'm not going to fucking fight with you because I don't give a shit. And that's at like 500,000 now on Instagram. And the amount of like deleting and blocking that I've had to do on that, because that's just what I'm going to do. I'm not going to fight with these fucking people, right? It's not going to happen. So I'm just going to delete and block, and you can fuck off. Because I have nothing to say to people like that. Legitimately, I've got nothing to say to them because they chose hatred and division. They chose to be against women's bodily autonomy and rights, right? They chose against these things. They chose against trans people. They chose against, you know, the queer community, the entire rainbow, essentially, right? I got nothing to say to you. There's no talking to you, and Heather, you're right. There's no reasoning, so I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, chose a convicted felon over somebody who, and you know, regardless of the fact that, yeah, it's still the same institutional idea, right? And the amount of people that still, like, holy fuck, you should see some of the comments that I have to go through and purge on that one, right? The amount that it's just a cult, the cult mentality of, yeah, well, he's doing great things. You realize he's got an unelected billionaire, the richest man on earth, going through and has like your grandma's social security number, right? Right? This guy was not elected. Yeah, they're trying to flood the zone and create anxiety, exactly. And yeah, well, I mean, his tweet the other day shows that it's taking a step into dictatorship, right? Any person who, I'm going to paraphrase that, any person who basically is, you know, doing better for the nation, it doesn't break any laws, right? You know, that original quote was attributed to Napoleon, but allegedly he never actually made it. But Skittles, yeah. Reddit post: person with primarily immune disease said the policies were going to kill them. Someone responded with, "Thank you for your sacrifice." Yeah. Like last night, like another Discord group that I'm in is it's a Canadian political group, very grassroots kind of thing, and they were doing a live on TikTok last night, and I was just kind of like hanging out in there while I was making dinner, and like the amount of, you know, Americans that came in there and just fucking flooded the place with, oh, you're a 51st state, blah blah blah, you know, and just the cult mentality of, you know, oh, he's doing great, blah blah blah, we all wanted this. Holy fuck. Like, you know, your racism is showing, essentially. You know, your discriminatory nature is showing. You know, your hatred is showing. That's why I said I'm just gonna fucking like block, delete, go away. I got nothing for you. Oh, Lara, what's going on? Been a hot minute. How are you? But yeah, so unfortunately, this is the part where the politics leaks into our community, because they're going after ADHD medication, essentially depression medication, right? Antidepressants. And now, Angie, you're gonna have to help me on this. What was the whole essentially put them into like a work camp or something along them lines? Like, I mean, this screams concentration camp to me, right? But the whole idea that they're gonna like essentially put you into this little group setting so that you can get off the meds, right? You're taking away life-saving medication is what you're doing, right? This shit saved lives. Wellness camps, thank you. I don't know why I said work camp, but right, this is proven to be life-saving medication. Yeah, it's a detox camp. Yeah. Like, are you fucking kidding me? but they don't care, right? People lose compassion for others. Really, faith in you. I am but one voice in a sea of bullshit, right? But that's also why I kind of have to talk about this, even if I don't want to. Got a tubular metal friend in my. They're gonna take away meds from and expect people to work on farms. Yeah, I don't know what the. Again, that's why I was asking Angie about it, right? Because I know Angie's got a finger on the pulse of that kind of stuff, but and the boss and what like the thing is, this affects so many of us, right? Like this, anybody who is under the trans umbrella, be it non-binary or not, this affects so many. And that's kind of why I feel like I have to say something, right? Because look at the percentage of autistic people that are disabled in the mental health community. Yeah, exactly, right? Like the high parallels between, hey Gemini, 24 months. Hey, you got the 18++ badge now. But yeah, the number that the high correlation is what I'm trying to say between autism and gender non-conforming, essentially, right? There is a very, very high numbers. So, and yeah, exactly. It's as Roxy said, going after the entire disabled and mental health community. If I lived down in the States, I would be one of the ones that was targeted. Because I am disabled in a few ways and part of the mental health community. So, that's why I kind of have to use a voice while I can. Even though it's coming from up north. I want to put trans people in a hole. They want to they're from disabled people. It's all sick of shit. Exactly. And look at, yeah, that's where we ended up. Yeah. What I was saying, Gemini, what started this is, I know that I've always said that I don't like to talk politics on here, even though I am very active politically on other platforms. But now it's to the point where we don't have a choice because fucking RFK is going after SSRIs, going after medication, life-saving medication. Yeah. And how the trans community for a very long time, but I mean right now, so very in your face, is being affected, is being discriminated against, right? So that's where I'm like, I have to talk about this now because it does affect us. It affects our community. I understand how any of this is actually happening. That's what happens when you have one very, very rich motherfucker who essentially sets up a cult. Yeah. Well, yeah, psychosis like cancer, like autism, like ADHD, like so many other things like MS, doesn't give a fuck about your race. Does not care at all. Yeah, and yeah, you're right, Coffee. It covers all races, all genders, everything. But that's like I said, that's why I feel like I have to talk about it, because it is affecting our community, right? And I have always tried to be a stalwart defender of our community, and this is just one more thing that I have to put the shield up against. And so be it. If that's what I have to do, then that's what I have to do. I don't like it, but that's my role, right? That has been my role in the last 5 years, is to be a place where I can try and defend against some of this shit. That's a part that another part that concerns me is the tech sector is sorry about that. Is the tech sector, right? They're fucking bought and paid for. That's the problem. That one of the biggest things that I'm worried about. Little extra Trump, shut your mouth. You're not the president. You need to go away. And the thing is, a 4-year-old is not just going to say that on their own. A 4-year-old is going to say that because they heard somebody else say it. Right? When you're that age, it's Pete and repeat. So, and yeah, he just sat there and let it happen. If you take their meds, who goes? I mean, there's that. There's totally that. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that it's going to affect all, but the statistics point to a very high number of neurodivergent people in the tech industry, right? Myself included. Right? My other part-time gig is helping out doing IT and media. It's not super heavy, but I mean, I do some small amount of coding in the job. So, turn down most on the box thinking, new ways of doing things, so innovation could crash. Exactly. So, and that's another thing that really boggles my mind, and I think it's just justice sense comes ripping out here, but how could Muskie do this against his own, essentially, right? Knowing the history. Does he know the history? Does he understand the history? Does he understand what he's doing? And doing it to his own, right? I mean, self-diagnosis being valid and whatnot, and him not having an official diagnosis, but fuck me, you can see it. Yeah, dude's awkward as fuck. You can hear it in his speech, right? How could you do this? Get caught up in power and money. Yeah, Roxy, that's exactly it. He's an ass-B supremacist. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what it is. Yeah, it speaks for itself. Yeah. Well, I mean, in fairness, though, there are a lot of places, and I believe South Africa is one of the places that go by. They don't go by the DSM. They go by the ICD. And in the ICD, Asperger's was not actually removed until recently. That's a terrible one too. I mean, he's got brown eyes, doesn't he? Like, you don't quite fit the mold there. He got brown eyes? I'm sure he doesn't have blue. I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. But, yeah, so. So I yeah. So yeah, this is me kind of apologizing in advance that unfortunately it's gonna be a thing we unfortunately have to talk about from time to time. And I will do my absolute best, I promise to you, I will do my best. Green eyes, apparently, okay. I'll do my best not to make it a goddamn everyday thing, or an every stream thing. Off screen. Because you can use that stuff as fertilizer. Right? I don't want to have to talk about this all the time. It gets tiring because we are inundated with it every day, right? And just like Angie said, and I've been saying forever, yeah, we do need to get it out sometimes. But I've been saying forever, like they're doing the flood the zone, right? They're hitting with so many things, and this is one of the reasons that I was so pissed when it happened, because It's just going to be another 4 years of every day is going to be a new, unprecedented thing, a brand new thing that, you know, a fucking dozen things going on, and the media, who again is bought and paid for this time around, or at least threatened, because they're not touching on the shit that they should. I mean, Jim Acosta, when he quit CNN, I'm like, well, there goes all of your fucking reputability. Reputability? That's a word now. Become an important topic, unfortunately. Yeah. Admittedly, it always was, but now it's like an important topic that directly affects us. Got not nice sauce regarding the whole topic. Exactly. I know, Mama, and that's why I'm apologizing. Never nice, fucking bizarre. Still up at that time? Exactly, right? Exactly. But yeah, you're right. You know, like, yeah, sometimes we do need to get it out. Sometimes we need to talk about these things. Like I said, I'm gonna do my best to not make it an all the time thing, because I don't want it to be. I really don't want it to be. I would rather us sit here and fucking talk about silly shit and, you know, do the fucking AI music shit. Which is funny because I actually dicked around with that for a little bit for the first time in forever. And I'm now up to like, I was at 2,100 credits or something on Udio. Like, I've got a lot of credits there because I haven't touched it in like a month. Thank you, Dan. So you know what? Let's fucking just do that on Friday. Let's just fucking do that on Friday, and to hell with everything else. Body willing. As always, body willing. And now with Jasa being on her old schedule, as today shows you, right? They let me sleep in, which means that I missed the 11 o'clock. But if I miss the 11, we'll do it at 2:30, right? I'm so terrible for it, but I will try and at least post something in there and let you guys know. Sorry for that. But yeah, to get our fucking minds off it, or at least let out some rage. Actually, you know what? Actually, I have something to show you guys. Speaking of letting out the rage. This one accidentally made the... Is it in here? Yeah, this one accidentally made the album, the Active Corrosion album. I have to find it here. But yes, I'd like to share this with you guys because it's a thing. Not used to this fucking... Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, just gonna pause this, and we're just gonna pop this here. There we go. Gonna dump that. Oop. That one. Hey. This one. Right here. Yeah, this one's, and yeah, it was, I had to adjust the lyrics in it, but this is not Udio. This is a new beta. It's called Refusion, and they don't have any, like, it's unlimited right now, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try this out. Sounds scared the crap out of me. Oh, the little transition. Yeah, sorry about that. I keep trying to find the volume for that, and I keep missing it. Anyway, so I make this as kind of a little rager. I don't know if you guys remembered, I took the poem, you know, they came after the socialists and I wasn't one, so I didn't speak up. Blah, 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 you know that one. I took that, I twisted the lyrics, I updated them, and I put this together, so I hope you enjoy. I'll switch to the other one so you guys can see the actual lyrics.
eyes run red, they hunted me. I turned away, my conscience weak. Blind to the truth, I played the fool. Now we all pay the devil's due. When they come, when they strike, will anyone stand by your side? When they come, when they rise, will you stand uncompromised? One by one they vanished in the night. I closed my ears, shut out their pride. Voices silenced, resistance crushed. Now I'm alone in shadows hushed. When they come, when they strike, will anyone stand by your side? When they come, when they rise, will you stand uncompromised? Speak up now or be forever damned. Your silence is the blood on your hands. Unite or face the storm alone. The time is now, so let's fucking go! When they come, when they strike, will anyone stand by your side? When they come, when they rise, will you stand uncompromised? When they come, when they strike, will anyone stand by your side? When they come, when they rise, will you stand your compromise?
Yeah, I'm going to be releasing that right away. That is also going to make the Active Corrosion album. So there's that. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. Hey, turn that down. There we go. I had to turn that one up on the other browser. Anyway, yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen. As well. Fucking banger. Thanks. So yeah, I'm putting that one out as a single right away, and yeah, I'm gonna add that to the album, which is getting longer and longer. It's gonna be like, I think it's like 16 or 17 tracks now. Thanks, Dan. That's right. If you do want to look swanky and get yourself a "oh fuck, I forgot my meds" shirt or something along them lines, or one of the swanky coffee cups we got back here, or a jersey or something like that. Oh, also, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but when I was talking to my Fourth Wall rep, they changed things so that if you are giving away digital products for free, they are limited at 25 megs, and giving away a full album is a lot more than 25 megs. So the way that we set it up is there is now a price on each of them. I think it's either like $4.99 or $9.99. But what happens is when you go there and you grab one of the it's exclamation, it's one or the other, yeah, or both. But yeah, when you go there and if you grab an album, if it's like $9.99, it automatically applies a 100% discount. So it's totally free. Because that's a way that I had to do it in order to keep them up there. Was I had to put a price on it. But don't worry, because anything music related, any of the music and albums and whatnot that you grab, they do have a price. But as soon as you put them in the cart, they have 100% discount on them. So still free, don't worry, except for some of the special deluxe ones or whatever. But any of the ones with like the extra art or whatever. But yeah, here's that. Like I said, the patrons tonight are gonna get a nice big treat of some tunes, including the one that's playing right now. Yeah, I may have done a little bit of retro synthwavy type of stuff while I've been sitting in wait, which is nice because I like it. Didn't want to burn the French toast. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like the stars. When morning comes and breaks my heart. Windows burn out like the stars. And I feel us drift apart.
Just one example. Love synthwave. Well, then you're gonna like the post on Patreon tonight. So there. Oh lordy. Sorry, just more deathcore. There you go. I just thinking to myself, I got lost in a little spiral of concern, I guess. It's all good, one day at a time. It's all good. Yeah, the one thing I am, like I said, the most terrified of is losing cognitive ability. But hey, who knows? Go to that cognitive test. Maybe they'll tell me something that something positive, something I can do about it. I don't know. I got nothing. French toast with a burning back pain. I hope it's good news too. I really do. But yeah, that's the one thing that I've been the most afraid of. Actually, here, I got some more good news that I'll share with you. Oh, Desi, are you still here and listening? Out of curiosity. Send positive vibes your way. I appreciate that. I will take all of them. I would think treating the disease would significantly. I do believe so, yeah. Say 50% on your car insurance. Yes. Absolutely. No, to my understanding, yes. It does. It puts a halt on it. Now, one thing that my wife has said, that because she has noticed in the last year, one of the other things that she has told me is that over the past 6-ish months, I think, she has said that what is going on up here apparently has made my autism come out more and more. So that's a thing. But I received a phone call the other day that really caught me off guard. And I received a call from my father, and he and I hadn't exactly been on speaking terms since the holidays, as some of you will remember. And yeah, we had a half-hour conversation on the phone, and one of the first things that he said to me, because my sister had told him that I was diagnosed with MS, one of the first things he said to me was, "I owe you a giant apology." So, Heather, I found exactly the same thing. When I got proper meds and it was being handled and treated, yeah, that's where the autism came ripping out for me, which led to the diagnosis. But yeah, I got a call from him and I was not expecting that, and it surprised the hell out of me. But yeah, we had a decent phone call for about half an hour. He, in his retirement, he has moved up to northern BC, up to our other hometown up there. And I guess he is going to be coming down to settle some shit down here or whatever. But he's going to be coming down this weekend, I believe. So we're supposed to meet up. Yeah. It really is. Because, you know, like I had mentioned before, some of you might remember that I said that he basically told my one sibling that I was essentially faking it. Right? Which really pissed me off. But yeah, getting that phone call and hearing I owe you a giant apology was nice. Yeah, you remember? Like a big step. Yeah. Really was. I agree. Oh yeah, this song too. Hey Angie, you said you like synthwave. How do you like the vocal stuff?
Signals breaking up. World is upside down. Watching as it bursts.
I'm crying.
No one makes a sound. But I feel the change coming through the haze like a radio wave. Static feels now heaven will fade away. Riding these waves above the UK. Through the noise, through the pain, I won't fade away.
Yeah, there's just a little sample of some of the stuff the patrons are going to get tonight. I've been busy in the background. Those of you that think I'm just sitting here in pain and not doing anything, you're partially right. On those days where I can't even sit in the chair here. Fucking brutal. Look at that synthwave, I'm usually indifferent on. Sometimes it tracks, sometimes it really has the vibes. Always strongly one or the other. And I agree. I agree. For the most part, I like a lot of the instrumental stuff. This one here. Got a little bit of a rap verse on it and whatnot. It fit for me. It's either going to hit or miss, one or the other, but you guys can tell me about it. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm going to be adding all of that stuff to my other channel, just for freebies to give away. Anyway. Oh, the wife left for her appointment. Anywho. Speaking of being uncomfortable in the chair. More deathcore. I mean, good for you. Yeah, and a lot of the stuff that actually I did is where are we here? See if I can find one here. Here's an example for you. Some with like a bit more of a dark wave kind of feel. For the most part, I kind of tried to do it with a theme in mind for the album. And yeah, it's going to be a whole album. It's going to be a very big album, actually. The last count, I think I had 22 tracks on it or something. They're short, but the album is called Dystopia 1987. Because why not? Still, that was good. Make your brain chase itself in a straight line. Yeah. Did that one there, in my opinion, not so much chill, but it's a little more funky. You know, you can kind of bob your head to it. Yeah, chill with a vibe, right? When it comes to a lot of the synthwave stuff, I think to myself, can I put this on in the car and drive on the beachfront road with it, right? Can I drive on Lakeshore Drive, right? You know, with the windows down in the summer and just kind of like fucking bop. It's weird, but that's my bar when it comes to the synthwave stuff. Can I drive to this on the beachfront? You know, does this make me think of, excluding the politics of it, does this make me think of sitting on the beach in Miami or something, right? If it can give me that feel, then I feel happy with it. And a lot of it really is kind of chill. There's some of it, actually, Mama, that has pretty prominent piano in it as well. Because again, it fit the theme that I had, right? The theme that I had was, with it being called Dystopia 1987, which is like the fall of humanity kind of thing, and then the rise. Something like that. Yep, piano, that's right. Yeah, speaking of being uncomfortable in the chair, I think I see we have a self-care break coming, but I think I'm gonna use that as the marker to get out of here. Once again, hey, if you want to help a brother out so I can get another therapy session, that'd be great, because we all know that I need it. And with me being now cut off from having coverage, fuck. But yeah, we are, I think, gonna take off. So as always, I appreciate you guys hanging out here. Nice to be able to come back and just chill. Crossing slides on the loudspeaker, the skitters. Hey, so there you go. There you go. That's a fucking jam right there, and you know it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I appreciate all you guys hanging out. It was nice to be able to come back and just sit and chill and bullshit with you guys. We'll do this again on Friday. They hear me before they see me. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see you guys again on Friday. Again, body willing. And we will make some more silly ass music together. And just have a good old time. And try not to worry about all of the bullshit going on in the world right now. Because if I had my choice, I would rather just sit and chill with you guys than have to have us process shitty news all of the time. But anyway, I'm out. I will see you guys in the Discord. Remember to drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself. I love all you guys. Take care. I will see you in the Discord. Until Friday, ciao for now.